Hello, Kurt Jackson with KJ Financial here. We are on episode 5 of our first module where we're talking about the inefficiencies in traditional planning as part of our Retirement Accelerator Blueprint. We are on number 5, locking in gains along the way. So far, you've seen how much of an impact losses can have on your ability to build wealth and on your retirement income, right? So what if there was a way to avoid losses altogether? Now, I'm not talking about bank CDs and the like. Do you think it's possible to protect your money and still grow it enough to not only keep up with inflation, but to build your wealth too? Aggressively safe investing, if you will. So what if I told you, yeah, it is possible to accomplish this? Would you believe me? Hold on now, is avoiding losses enough? Isn't it important for us to still grow our money? We saw that in the first example where you barely got back to even after, or got back to what you put in after 14 years, and you built a little wealth after 20 years in the market scenario in our first video. So wouldn't we need safe and productive growth through aggressively safe investing? So if we can grab growth when it's there, what would we need to do with that growth to make sure we get all the benefits of that growth? Lock in those gains, right? Did you know there are financial vehicles that will allow productive gains when available and lock them in either on an annual or biennial basis? Didn't you just kind of get a taste of what might be accomplished in the sequence of return risk episode? So there are longer periods of crediting time. Right now, our research shows the annual and biennial are more likely to give you the growth that you desire. So this is called the annual reset or the biennial reset. Picture this, if you will. Every penny you put into this type of financial vehicle is protected from losses going forward. And every penny you gain is locked in and protected from losses either on an annual or biennial basis going forward. No more paper losses, no more paper gains, because there's no losses and all your gains are real because they're locked in. So we've accomplished this all through the annual or biennial reset. So how about we dive a little deeper? So typically, what happens after a market correction or market crash? Doesn't the market typically go gangbusters with sizable gains? So that's why they say stay in the market so you don't miss these, right? But you're still getting losses if you stay in the market the traditional way. Remember how big your returns need to be when you lose money and you try to get back to where you were. So how big of a return do you need to get back to even if where you were, get back to where you, not get back to even, but get back to where you were. If you don't lose money. 0, right? You didn't lose any money, so you're already back to where you were. Pretty simple concept, isn't it? So if you haven't lost any money, how much of your money did you have working for you? All of it, right? So what do you think will happen when you're positioned with all your money to be working for you and the market starts to go gangbusters after a loss or after a big drop? Aren't you capturing productive growth and not having to overcome money you've lost? Aren't you also locking in that growth and never losing it in the future? Do you think that sounds more efficient or less efficient than suffering through the ups and downs of the stock market? When something's more efficient, will it need more of your money or less of your money to get similar or even better results? Less of your money, right? So aren't you always looking to get the most out of your money? Think back to our hypothetical alternative examples in the previous video. They all had the ability to protect all the money you have in it and lock in and protect any gains on an annual or biennial basis. And the ones that we showed used an annual reset, a 1-year deal. So this episode revealed the power of safe and productive growth through an aggressively safe investing strategy by locking in and protecting gains on an annual basis, could be a biennial basis. So click on the next episode to uncover this is a powerfully negative impact fees have on your ability to build wealth. Please trust me, you do not want to miss this shocker.